Hello and welcome. So, it's a sunny Sunday morning. It's time to have a look at the Guardian's Quiptic crossword, and this is the one being published on Sunday the 27th of April 2025. And our setter is Pasquale, so a now rare appearance from Don Manley's, who sets over on, if you ever look at my Times QCs, as Izetti. He's a great setter, he's really got good wordplay. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes, because he can be very precise and it can be difficult for beginners, but once you understand how to do him, he's normally very doable. Right, I'm going to crack on. Outward appearance of a cad eccentric, not entirely. Oh gosh, feels like there ought to be a... I don't even know what's going on there. Did Caesar, being a calculating type, count on one? Is that an abacus? Is that a simple bit of kind of that? Member of family showing rancor to some extent. Gran, okay. Hidden word, nice. Iciest Alps, that looks like an anagram. To be dealt with, expert needed. I mean, please is in there. I don't know. Okay, alter money, handed back to customer. That's change. I saw that the other day somewhere. I don't know where. Shrub, one confused with order. Shrub one. So that's an anagram of shrub one, is it? Which makes it a something bush, I guess. Roan bush. Not sure about that. Most intelligent, supreme. That's about right. Most intelligent is supreme. Normally most intelligent ends in est. Not sure that we've got enough letters in this clue. Let's go there anyway. Good-natured type. Is that kind? I think that's kind, double def. Island's second rescue vehicle, Island of Sark. Saw that in the QC, some in one of the early ones. Time to meet odd disciple, a musician. Time, T. Disciple is 8 letters, anagram disciple with a T. Can't think what that'll be if it is. Witches and social worker establishing agreement. Now, I'm not sure if social worker has a particular bereavement. It's a covenant, isn't it? Covenant. That kind of social worker. Georgia dying initially to get as gadget. Saw that in the Times QC the other day. That's a good start. Let's look at the downs. More distant male relation right to be included. There's my R. Male relation is normally brother, further, father. Okay, like it. Priest's collection of holy books, canon. Does like his religious clues. Some, could that be a foreign currency in full? I don't think there's a hidden word there with some. Let's have a look at outward appearance of a cad eccentric, not entirely. Outward appearance is the face, a cad eccentric. Yes, anagram of facade. It's just now. Oh, it's a hidden word. Hidden word, nice. Okay, right. Some foreign currency in fall. Not sure where that's going. Be ill in bed, get released on condition. Excuse me. Be ill in bed, get released on condition. No. Plant cleaned, repositioned outside home. Is that anagram of cleaned around in? C-L-E-A-N-E-D. I think that's cleaned. Cool. What plant would that be? Celandine. Celandine a plant? Something like that. Temporarily stop. American writer entering Borders of Scotland. So there's the Borders of Scotland S&D. American writer, US penned. Suspend. There we go. Nice. Led by devil, I start out on protest march. Maybe demonstration. Demon. Yeah, demon. Stration. Yep, it's just anagram. I think of the rest. I start. Bigger Ann working. Okay, that must be another anagram. Gardening. Bear's belly. I want to go shoulder. Shoulder to bear. Is that belly? Is that shoulder? No, not shoulder. Bears. Stands. Belly. Stomach. His stomach's something. There we are. It was that kind of thing. Generator agent repaired in next to no time. Feels like agent repaired in next to no time. Is that without a next without a T, but NEX eggs generator. Okay. A gentle drunk could be an anagram. Being refined is glean. Item clothing that is hidden under spade. Don't think that's anything to do with cards, is it? I'm not sure. Okay, let's have a look at the ones I've got on the crosses before I can't do any scrolling around. Iciest Alps to be dealt with. Okay, what's that? Let's see if that goes through the anagram thingy yet. Iciest Alps. What a good phrase. Shuffle. Step. Expert needed is a specialist. Okay, that's nice. List. I think this is something like celandine, but I'm not sure. Let's look. Cleaned. And then I think I've got in there as well. For outside home. Celandine, is it? Is that the name of it? I think it's a plant. I don't know, and I think it's. I don't know. I'm guessing. I think it's celandine. I'm gonna leave that D missing just for a while I think. And that again is another anagram, isn't it? Shrub 1. Brush mate there. Shrub 1. There's my 1. So what's the alder? Assuming that N is correct. Yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm going off the wrong direction there. Let's have a look at this one. Be ill in bed. Literally be ill. No. Get released on. That's bailed, isn't it? Okay, it is ale. Yeah, bailed. I've got another E for. That's interesting because now I haven't got. So is it one alder? Yeah, maybe it's one alder. That makes more sense. Oh, so that makes more sense. Oleander. I don't even need to do that actually. Oleander bush. Okay. I'm going to go with that celandine. I don't really know it's a word, but I think that's probably what it is. Some currency, foreign currency in fall. Currency. Got euros, dollars, pounds aren't really foreign. Distas. Fall. Don't know. Okay, most insurgents, supreme. That's about right. There's an R for supreme. Braggiest. Most insurgent. Cleverest. Okay, let's have a look at some of these clues down the bottom that I haven't got to yet. I haven't got to go too far to get those. Didn't look at that one. Didn't look at that. Time to meet. Odd disciple, is that DS? No, DSIL. I don't know if that is a. There's no R in time or disciple, so let's go get rid of that. Oh. Right, these clues I haven't done at the bottom yet. Where am I? There. Unchanged. Just check the screen. It's still on. Good. Unchanged after setback. Madam is one such. Unchanged. Don't know. Super charter we here. Charter is superior, sorry. Highest. Charter. Hoggest. We here being a sound like of charter. A charter is to rent, or it's a. Okay. Decent little home. House. Comfy home. It's normally a nest is a comfy home. Little house. decent. Finest. What's the house for FI? I think that's finest is decent, but well, is it? 5, what would be FI and then little house FI? Maybe not. And a word ending in I doesn't seem very likely there. Let's get rid of that. Let's have a look at perch across a highway. Oh gosh. Perch across a highway. I've gone from really flying through that top half to suddenly just going, I don't know what's going on here. Gloomy music, awful, that must be dirge. Little good in it. Dire with a G in it, yep. So this is perch across a road. Why'd that be a road? Roost. This is another anagram, and this one over here is generator agent. I've got agent and agental. Gosh, neither of which is helping me out at the moment. This one, unchanged after setback. Madam is one such. It's a palindrome. I'm beginning to see that trick a couple of times now to know that madam is a palindrome. Okay, this, where have I gone? There. Item clothing that is hidden under spade. Spade, I can only think of being the kind of gardening shovel, but that doesn't really. Cardy? Yes, cardy. So the spade is a card. I did say is it cards, and I is that is, which makes this higher. Higher, yes. Okay, so charter. I did say that was to rent something, and hire, H-I-R-E. Okay, so if I just, that could be a nest. Let's put T there. Just have a look at this again. A gentle drunk. I didn't actually try that, did I? Neglect? No. Being refined. A gentle. Gallant, elegant. How do I get to the? Where's the cross gone? There it is. Right, elegant. Okay, we like elegant going in there. That looks like road. There's a highway. Why is that road? Perch across a rod across A. Okay, rod is a perch. Fair enough. I think that's going to be a nest. Let's just put that there for now. A generator, agent repaired in next to no time. Well, if agent is generator, I don't think it's a hidden word. No, it can't because G and E are separate. Agent repaired in next to no time. Is that now? No. Nope. This one, time to meet odd disciple. Time would be an era, maybe. Odd disciple. Disciple, a musician. I mean, the A there looks suspicious to me as clues go. Just going to bring that back to there and have a look at these ones up here that I can't. Some foreign currency in fall. This. Dosh. Dosh would be currency. Dosh. Dash. Dash. My list of foreign currencies is quite long normally, but just off the top of my head I cannot think of any. I don't know if this is an EST really. Most intelligent, supreme. That's about right. Biggest, most intelligent is. What's going to be most intelligent? ZXC, craggiest, no. B, braggiest, doesn't seem likely. N's, M's. D's, okay, D could be a possible. Drag. Not much going on there. Prog. Could be a vowel. or is it T, I suppose, or a W, which would be right. None of which feel particularly good. So what do we got? Let's have a look at this on the horizontal. So I like to put it into the anagram indicator because then I can read it across. Not that necessarily helps me, but some foreign currency in full. There's a couple of foreign currencies that are on the tip of my head that I can't think of. And I'm probably thinking of things like Deutschmarks, which don't really exist anymore. Dash, dish, dosh, dash, dish. There's only so many things that can go there. DAS, DES, das, des, das, dis, and dos. Look at that S. What's that S? S is specialist. I'm fairly happy with that. So that last 5 on I in quite a reasonably quick time, and then just hit a big thing time. Okay, T to meet. Is it trombonist? Trombonist? No, I don't know. That's right. Trombone. OMBON. Tromboner. Tromboner. Is that allowed? To me, odd disciple. Trumpeter. Rum is odd, isn't it? Trumpeter. Disciple. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's good. Generator agent repaired in next to no time. Magnet of some sort, is it? Magnet. There's the agent. In next to no time. Magneto. I think that is, which makes that decent is. I think that is a nest. Decent is honest. Okay, that kind of short little house. Okay, honest. So it just leaves these two up here to try and unravel. But I'm not really unravelling very well. But yeah, it's been a fairly decent solvery. 16-17 minutes so far. Yeah, some foreign currency in fall. I mean, I assume fall is not talking about September, October, the month, the season. Facade was right, change was right. No, not entirely sure that's right. As normally most intelligent ends in EST. Not definite that's going to be right though, so it could be taken out. Although I'm not sure how it's going to help me because that's there. Right, I'm going to pause the video while I have a think to myself rather than make people sit through alphabet rules. Okay, within about 10 seconds I just went, oh, Supreme is big, which goes around that, and then from there I just went brightest. I'm not quite sure whether that's brightest actually. Right, okay, about right, and best around right, there we are. Which makes this some currency in full. What is this? I'm going to make you sit through this alphabet. Dissect. Fall is a D something ST. I can't. Don't think it's the yen. Disient. Dasient. Descent. They are descent. Descent. I think that is a fall. So let's see if that's all correct. Yeah, I think everything's filled in. Everything's happy. So. Right, you'll notice I just paused the video because I found that if I close the window and come back into it, I get rid of all these ticks and therefore more of the clues show. Right, let's go through the clues as best I understand them. So, facade is a hidden word across of a CAD eccentric. Not entirely is your hidden word indicator, and outward appearance is a facade. I think it's just it's got a question mark on it. It's just a cryptic, isn't it? Really, did Caesar? So Caesar was obviously a Roman in the early days, being a calculating type. Count on one, where you count on an abacus maybe. Member of the family is gran, as in grandma, or I want to say granddad, but I don't think gran is ever used for granddad, so it's always the female, really, gran anyway. And showing a rancor to some extent. It's another hidden word across showing rancor, Gran, to some extent is your hidden word indicator. Iciest Alps is an anagram of specialist. To be dealt with is your anagram indicator, and a specialist is an expert. If you alter something, you change it, and the money you hand back to a customer is change. Oleander is a type of shrub, and it's an anagram of one alder, confused with the anagram indicator. The most intelligent is the brightest, and we've got the supreme is the best. That's about right, so literally got the word right inside of best. Good-natured is kind, and a type is a kind of thing. Double definition. Island is the island of Sark, one of the Channel Islands. S for second, and rescue vessel is an ark, like Noah's Ark. As I say, I think that was in probably the second or third quick cryptic, one of the very early quick cryptics anyway, in the Guardian. We've got T for trumpeter, T for time. Meeting odd. Odd is rum, bit of a crossword favourite, that one, worth learning. And then the disciple Peter, one of the biblical disciples, and a trumpeter is a musician. Witches could be part of a coven, and a social worker is an ant, which gives you a covenant, which is an agreement. Georgia is abbreviated to GA, standard abbreviation I think. Dying is initially, so take the D of dying, and to obtain is to get, which gives you a useful device. Let's scroll on down, look at these next clues. Unchanged after setback. Okay, so a palindrome is a word that reads the same forwards as backwards. Madam is an example of one of those. And you can see that if you were to turn it around, obviously it would be unchanged after being put backwards. Right, a perch is a rod going across the letter A, which is in the clue, and highway is a road. Superior is higher. You're higher up, you're more superior. A charter, if you charter something, you might rent or lease it, or in this case, hire it, H-I-R-E. We here is saying that's a sound like. So the sound like is next to charter, so that's the word we convert to get to the answer. Decent is honest. Little house, in this case we're losing more than a few letters from house or home to get to H-O. Not sure I've seen that normally done. Normally you only lose one letter off words, but H-O for house, little house, and then a comfy house. Home is a nest. Fair enough. Right, let's look at the downs. Am I still on screen? Hopefully. Just, there we go. So, more distant is farther, farther away. Male relative is father with, father with an R put into it, right to be included, so put the R of right into father. A priest is a canon. Collection of holy books is the canon. Double definition. Some current foreign currency in fall. Okay, so I think what we've got, I'm not entirely sure about this, I think some in foreign, so the French word for some is days, and the currency is cent, and definitely the cent is a fall, and definitely the cent is a foreign currency, or part of the American dollar. But I think the des part is some in French, which is the foreign bit. I'm not entirely sure about that. To be ill is to ail. So ail in, literally in bed, B-E-D, gives you bailed, which is getting released on condition. Celandine, okay, so the plant that I've not heard of, or vaguely heard of, should I say, is celandine. It's an anagram of cleaned, outside of home, which is in, you're at home, you're in. Reposition is the anagram indicator that you need to mix up the letters of cleaned. Temporarily stop is to suspend. American is US. A writer is a pen. And entering the borders of Scotland, so the borders of Scotland are the S and the D. Led by the devil, so we've got demon for devil. I start on. I start is got an anagram of I start, out is the anagram for that, and then put on at the end, which gives you a demonstration, which is potentially a type of protest march. Could also just be showing something new. Digger Ann is okay. Digger Ann, so read the surface, yeah. So Digger Ann working, doing this. So yeah, a digger might be doing some gardening. Digger Ann is an anagram of gardening. Working is your anagram indicator. Double definition here, so if you bear something, you stomach it, or I tried to put shoulder in there, another useful one for bear. The belly is the stomach, shoulders are definitely not your belly. Generator is a magneto, not a word I'm familiar with. I know he's one of the X-Men, but I don't think it's relating to that, but a magneto. Agent is anagrammed, repaired. Inside next to no time is a mo. Get that in a moment, a mo. A gentle is an anagram of elegant, drunk is your anagram indicator, and being refined is being elegant. We've got a cardi, as in a cardigan, which is the item of clothing. That is, i.e., hidden under the spade. So the spade is the card at the top, card, i.e., for a cardi. And gloomy music is a dirge. Worth remembering that, comes up occasionally. Awful is dire, and put a little good, so put a G into dire gives you dirge. So there we go, all done. Nice little puzzle there from Pasquale. Thanks for watching.